Go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to my Sunday show. Just give me a second, you guys. I'm just getting myself situated. We are here for our Sunday show. We have the doctor. I apologize. We have the doctor in the house, and he is going to be helping me with comments and stuff. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
We're here. We're live from a dumpy little building in the corner of Apple Valley, California.
Well, you're in Apple Valley. I am in, I don't know where the hell I am. I am in the South. We'll say that. Most of you probably know where I am. But I'm just going to get myself together so that I can be along with you guys. We're going to have a very nice, enjoyable, fun show. We're going to have a good time tonight. It is our Sunday show, which means that it is a very relaxing and chilled environment. It also means that, we can, anything and everything can happen, which is a fun place to be in. What else can I say to you guys? But I definitely am super duper excited to see you guys here. I'm sorry if I'm a little distracted. I'm just trying to set some things up behind the scenes to make sure that everything rolls nicely the way that it needs to. And here we go. So I want to welcome you guys all to the stream today. While we're waiting for people to matriculate in, I want to say to you guys that I hope you had a really good week since the last time we connected. I want to know, how was your weekend? Hopefully it went well. There's been a lot of crazy energy going on. I'm just going to say to you guys that some crazy things are happening. I've had a lot of different issues with clients and stuff, and it's been a little intense. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling kind of stressed out, just know that it's kind of normal, and you're just feeling your feelings. So don't stress too much about it, is what I would say. But while we're waiting for people to matriculate in, I just want to introduce the doctor. Thank you for being here, and I really appreciate it. You are a huge help. Anybody who is new to the stream, I'm legally blind. I don't read my own comments because it's just too difficult for me. So I have a volunteer. I have Erica on Wednesdays, and I have the doctor on Sundays. And so it's pretty good all around. I wanted to share some interesting, this is so off topic, but I thought it was super interesting. I wanted to share it with you guys. Some interesting animal stories. So the reason I'm sharing these animal stories is because it shows that there really is a big connection between animals and us. And even if we don't think that there's a connection, there is. And when you look at it this way, you realize how primitive we are, how primitive our minds are, and the similarities. So I heard these stories from my friend Esquire. She was telling me about them, and I think it's just really interesting. So I'm going to tell you guys, I want to talk about ostriches. So we're going to start out with ostriches. So in the ostrich society, they have a harem society. So basically it's one male ostrich and a bunch of women ostriches. And there is one woman especially who is like the queen ostrich. And she is like the head ostrich, the first wife, if you will. And then all the others are like the lower wives. And so basically the man lays with the queen. Like, he has sex with all of the ostriches and creates children with all of the ostriches, but he like spends time with the queen, he lays with the queen, he nests with the queen. And the way their society works is that the queen's nest and the queen's eggs are in the center of the ostrich, I guess, I don't know what you'd call them, like a clan or a flock or whatever you want to call them. So the queen and the king, I guess, are in the center of the ostrich clan. And then all of the other wives are like around the circle. And so it's basically designed that way so that the queen's eggs are protected at all costs, and that, you know, they try to protect all the eggs, but the queens are the most important. And so that's how that society works. And I thought that was really interesting, how they have such an evolved kind of society. I never really thought too much about ostriches, but I wondered, like, what does it take to be a queen ostrich? Like, what are the criteria to be like the queen? How is it like? Is it just like she's more of a strong fighter and she like beats up the other girls? Is it that the guy picks her? Like, I wonder how that works. And if anybody knows, you guys can tell me. But I thought that that was a really interesting story. So I'd like to know what you guys think about the ostrich society. And I think it's so funny because it really, to me, I think that I have so many clients that are in relationships with a guy, and the one guy is seeing several different girls, and there's like a lot of infighting and stuff, and you all want to be like the queen, girl, or the most important girl. And I know that that has happened a lot. And I think it's interesting how our lives, in a way, mirror animal lives. And then the other thing that I wanted to tell you guys about that I just learned about today, and let me know if you guys have heard of these, are kidnapper ants. Have you guys ever heard of kidnapper ants? Have you ever heard of those, Doctor?
I have no idea what that is. I know what the siafu are, and they're fun, but no, not kidnapper ants.
Okay, so let me tell you guys about kidnapper ants. Okay, so basically, these red ants, they're called kidnapper ants. They have evolved. They have evolved throughout, evolution, that they are incapable of feeding themselves. Their mandibles, or whatever, this thing that's in front of their mouth, their mandible, I don't know what it's called. Anyway, it has evolved to the point that it cannot like chew and process food, so they are incapable of feeding themselves. So you ask yourself, like, well, how do they survive? Well, what they do is they get together and they invade black ants colonies and they steal the babies of the black ants. And the way that ants process and relate to each other isn't by sight, it's by smell. So when they steal these babies, they overwhelm the black ant's nest. They steal the babies, which is really sad. I kept thinking in my mind, like, this could be a Disney movie in the making. Like that one black ant who was like in the red ant colony just serving and doing what they're supposed to do. And just that one black ant, like, something just doesn't feel right. I feel like this is just not real. I feel like this is a lie. I feel like this could be a movie. Am I wrong? Let me know what you guys think. But I was just imagining the whole movie playing out in my mind, like an animated movie about the one black ant who like knew that something was wrong and had to get home to his family and save all the other, I don't know. Anyway, so so basically, these ants kidnap the babies and then they put their scent all over the babies so that when the babies hatch, the smell is familiar. They smell and the red ants smell the same. So they think that they're related to the red ants. And so their instinct, their natural instinct drive takes over to hunt, to feed, to forage, to build the nest. And so this is the hilarious part. Once the ants kidnap the black ants and they start to like hatch and go to work, the red ants just lay back and like sleep. They just like lay around. They're lazy. The only real work they do is the kidnapping. Once that's done and once the babies hatch, they just lay around for a while until it's time to kidnap again. And these black ants like take care of them. Like they totally take care of. It's just so weird, you guys. Can you like, so weird how this happens. It's just a very strange phenomenon, and I wonder how this came to be. Like, who was the first red ant that was like, you know what, this working for ourselves is not a good thing. Let's figure something out, because I don't like, it's just weird. It's so weird, and I just want to like, I when you find something interesting or cool or fascinating and you just want to share it with somebody, that is how I feel in this situation. I wanted to share with you guys. So thank you for letting me, indulging me in this, little situation. I appreciate that. But I would love to know what you guys are thinking about all of this stuff. So
The only thing that's coming to my mind is maybe, next week we can talk about quokkas, and you bring chips or pie because they always have a smile on their face. That might be interesting. My jury's out on the kidnapper ants.
yeah. Now, please ignore me or forgive me for being ignorant, but what is a quokka?
It's a little rodent that lives on a island off of the coast of Australia, and it's just got this perpetual smile on its face. And if you ever look them up, I'll type it in, and if you ever look them up, you'll see that they just naturally look like, "Hey, how are you? Did you bring pie? Good to see you." They always have that little look on their face. They're very friendly too.
How do you spell quokka? Because we're going to look it up right now.
Quakka. I believe that's how it is.
All right. Is everybody looking it up with me? I know I sure am. Oh my God. They are so cute. Hold on, guys. They do look like they're smiling. This thing is adorable. I want to adopt it and take it home. Look at that, you guys. So cute. It does. It looks like it's smiling. Like it's just got this sweet little smile. Oh my God. Thank you for teaching me about this. Oh my God. Hold on, guys. I got an even better picture. Are we dying here? Look at this. So cute. It looks like a cartoon character.
I'm not sure. I haven't been able to see one yet.
Oh my God. I'm just gonna, you'll see it coming across.
There you go.
So cute. I hope this is the thumbnail for this chat so people are like, what the hell is she doing? Oh, that is adorable. It doesn't even look real. It looks like a meme. Am I right, you guys? So let's start out the stream in a very fun way. Let's start out by doing our first giveaway of the evening, just to get things going, and then I'll start doing some pick a card readings. So guys, I want to invite you to say that if you have any pick a cards that you are interested in or would like to that you are interested in or you would like me to do, definitely don't hesitate to shout them out, because that's what we're here for, is to have a good time. And just checking out some things over here. Sorry about that. But we're just going to check it out. So definitely, we're going to do our first giveaway right now. So the first card that we're going to do is a tarot card giveaway. So again, I'll just give the rules real quick. You have to be over 18, you have to live in the United States, and you have to subscribe to this channel. So this is our first giveaway of the evening, and the first person who correctly identifies this tarot card is going to win 10 minutes with me for a psychic reading. So it is a major arcana card, and the first person who correctly identifies this card is going to win. You guys can enter as many times as you want to. Just do it one at a time, so one answer at a time. I'm looking at the card right now. I'm focusing on the card. I'm sending you guys the vibes. Let's see who picks out the vibes. And yeah, so that's the first giveaway. You guys can start your engines and start going. I thought it would be a fun and a good idea to do a fun pick a card reading. So let's start out with a weekly, like a message for the week kind of reading. I think that could be a fun thing to do. So I'm trying to see what cards I want to use. I think I'm going to grab these because these were a really good time on Wednesday's show. I'm just saying. And I think that these might be a good time and a good thing, a message for us for the week. So these are my they're what are these called? I apologize. They're new deck. I just got them recently, so pardon me for not knowing everything. But they are the affirmations of love and relationships. So it's basically affirmation cards to love yourself, and for your love and relationships as well if you want to. So let us get us started while you guys are graciously putting in those giveaway suggestions. See who's going to win tonight. By the way, the doctor has the answer, so he will let us know when somebody wins. right. Let's begin with our affirmations. Let me get these cards together. All right, guys. Okay. So these are your cards for basically just a message for the upcoming week. That is what it's going to be for. It's just a message for the upcoming week. So here we go. This is, let me try to separate them so you guys can see them a little bit better. There we go. This is deck number 1, deck number 2, and deck number 3. Deck number 1, deck number 2, and deck number 3. Okay? So I want you guys to just think about your upcoming week, what it's going to be like, what's going to be going on. And I want you guys to just take a breath and relax and just choose the card that comes to you first. Again, deck number 1, deck number 2, and deck number 3. Okay? So here we go. All right, guys, deck number 1, and I'm going to read what these cards mean. But the first one for you, deck number 1, this is your affirmation for the week and something to keep in mind to help you throughout this week. And it's compliments. So the card shows 2 little cats, and obviously they're looking at each other, ready to give each other a compliment. So here is what the card says for you. It says, I know how good it feels to get a compliment, so give that gift to others. I'll find a nice compliment for everyone I interact with today, even if I have to think really, really hard about it, in which case I can follow up by complimenting myself for solving such a compliment puzzle. Such a complicated puzzle. Sorry, guys. Wow, I'm skilled. So basically what this is about, and to me, when I see this card for you, deck number 1, what I'm getting automatically is this may be a week where you're going to have some really good opportunities coming your way. This may be a week where your angels are trying to communicate with you and connect with you, and doors are going to be opening for you. So think about interacting with people. Think about complimenting people. You are going to be working as an angel this week, an earth angel, helping people. But you're also going to be getting opportunities as well. It's a give and take. So be willing to give compliments. Honest, sincere, real, genuine compliments. It could be a compliment to a stranger like, oh, that's a really beautiful purse. I love it. You look so cute. Or, oh, I like those pants. Or a compliment to somebody you work with like, wow, you're so smart. You always figure those problems out right away. You never know how much of an impact you have on somebody until you are and you never know how much of an impact you have on somebody. That little word of encouragement, that little compliment can really, change somebody's life and help them. You don't know what people are going through when they're in their darkest day. And that word of encouragement, that kindness, that smile can make a difference. So deck number 1, be willing to make those compliments. All right, guys, deck number 2. Sorry, my throat is like a little rough. Let me just take some more water. Suspense. And welcome to everybody on the stream tonight. Okay, so deck number 2. I love this card. This is such a good card, deck number 2. Deck number 2. I'm excited for you. This is a card that really talks about getting in control of your energy, your life, getting in control of your anxiety. So this is a really good card for you, deck number 2. And it's called Wait and See. See these cards with all this writing on it and no picture? These are known as master cards. They're special cards. They come with like a punch. And so this is what your card is. I love it. This is a really good one. This has come up before. So this is it. It's called Wait and See. Thoughts love to wander into assumptions and race ahead to the future. But what if you told them to cool their jets and chill a sec? Today you get to put your mental chatter on pause to take a breath and simply wait and see how things play out before you let your mind run into a marathon of imagined scenarios. Wait and you'll see that waiting in seeing was a lot more productive than wondering and worrying. So basically, what this card is telling you to do is to not presume things are going to go wrong, to not presume gloom and doom. We all tend to jump to conclusions. We do it. I do it. You do it. We all do it. But this card is letting you know that you have power and mastery over your life. You have power and mastery over yourself and the way you take things and process things. And so this card is telling you to do what you can to reduce your anxiety, do what you can to calm your thoughts and your issues and your fears. And so this is basically for you about giving in to that scenario of being able to just kind of relax, and rather than assume the worst, just give yourself permission to wait and see. And sometimes that wait and see is all you need to clear up the energy to make things happen. So rather than assuming the worst, focus your energy on thinking about the way you want things to go, the way that you would like things to go, the way that you would prefer things to go. That makes a big difference. And once you kind of learn how to do that, you will be the master of the universe. All right, deck number 3. We also have another master card, deck number 3. So congratulations to you. This is another master card, and I'm going to read this for you. This is actually a new one. This has never come up before in the deck, so this is new for me as well as for you, for those of you who picked deck number 3. And for anybody who just joined the stream, this is basically just a, what to expect this week kind of reading, the beginning of the week, what to expect this week. So you can rewind a little bit just to hear like your side of things, just in case anybody's new and doesn't know exactly what this reading's about. As well as I'm just going to invite all the new people. If you have any ideas or suggestions for pick a card readings for the group, you can absolutely do that. And I'm willing to kind of consider what you guys are suggesting to make the show a little bit more interactive. I like you guys to interact with me. It is boring as heck to just be up here by myself. I could do this at home. Congratulations. Oh, this is called Perfect Match. Sorry about that. Perfect Match. Congratulations. You've gotten your and everyone else's wish. This is an auspicious sign that a healthy, authentic relationship is either here or on its way. This is the sort of relationship where you don't have to compromise, settle, sell out, or otherwise be a non-you. This is so important, you guys. So important. I'm going to make a point about this in a minute. So if I forget, remind me. This is a relationship anchored in truth, love, and neither party will have to hide their fun. These cards are funny. I'm sorry, guys. Pardon me for being a little crude, but neither party will have to hide their gas or their farts. So basically, it's like just talking about a very deep, authentic relationship. And I feel like when you're dating, when you're trying to get to know somebody, when you're wanting a relationship, you really have to think about what you specifically want and who you specifically are. So a lot of times when you're doing a dating profile, you'll say things like, oh, I don't want to seem boring, so I'm going to put that I like to do this and that because you want to seem interesting. But if that really isn't who you are, then you're just going to get bad matches. You have to be willing to love who you are in this moment authentically and respect and appreciate who you are and know that you deserve love. You deserve happiness. You deserve a good relationship. And the best relationships are when people are completely 100% themselves and love themselves and care about themselves, and they find that love in return, so to speak. So basically that is that. So are there any comments that I need to know about, Doctor?
I just want to say welcome to the people who are here. Jennifer Layton is here. Diana is here. Zenabe, I think I pronounced your name right. Welcome to the stream. And Sarah is here this evening, also joining us.
Oh, welcome to the stream.
Yeah, and nobody yet has come up with the correct guess for the first card, the first giveaway for the evening.
Guys, this is a tarot card. It's a major arcana card. The first person who correctly identifies which card this is going to win 10 minutes free with me, provided they meet the criteria that's going to be in the comments that was so thoughtfully placed there by the doctor. Guys, this is not a hard one. I promise you. When you find out what it is, you're going to be mad at yourself. So keep those, those guesses coming in, because somebody's got to win this 10 minutes. Somebody's got to win it. So I want to just check in with you guys and see how you thought about that reading. Did you feel like the card you chose spoke to you? Now, I want to just say that sometimes when you do a pick a card reading, you may have a hard time. You may be like, oh, is it 1? Is it 3? Is it 1? And you may kind of feel connected to 2 different cards. I just want to let you know that if that's the case, that's okay. You ideally are supposed to pick 1 card, but if you feel really strongly connected to 2 cards, then that's just your message, and that's what you need to honor and listen to. So, just know that that's okay, and that's not a bad thing at all. So we're going to do another reading right now. We're going to do something that I love to do, and that is a rapid fire astrology reading. So this is where I go through all the astrology signs in rapid fire succession, and we do a little bit of a quick reading. I love doing these. I think they're super fun. So I wanted to ask you guys, for the rapid fire astrology reading, would you guys rather me use the fairy tale cards? You guys can't see them very well, so please forgive me. These are the fairy tale cards. They're based on, obviously, fairy tales. Or would you rather me use the Moonology cards, which are based on the moon? So you can't see them very well. I don't want them to fall. So would you rather me use the moon cards? Or would you rather me use the fairy tale cards for the rapid fire astrology? Let me know, let me know, let me know. Cast your votes. And sorry, I'm just trying to get some stuff ready on the side here that I prepared ahead of time. So I have some information here that I wanted to share during our rapid fire thingamajig. Just wanted to get that ready for you guys. And yeah, so let me know what you guys want to do. Somebody's got to win this giveaway. We have 3 giveaways throughout the show. So if you do not win the first one, don't worry, there'll be more coming along. So this is going to be a fun night. We're going to be here till 11. So just, grab yourself a nice drink, get yourself a little snack, get comfortable, and, get settled, and we're going to have a good time. If you want to share this link with your friends, I would appreciate that a ton. The more the merrier. And if you want to like this video and subscribe to my channel, we're at, I think, 1,040 people, I think, or 1,041, I think. But we're trying to get to 2,000. So if you guys could help out with that, if you're enjoying the show, I would super duper appreciate that. So was there a vote on which cards I should use? Doctor?
Nobody has chimed in a vote for any of the cards, and right now, but people are still guessing and trying to guess the first giveaway for the evening, and nobody's come up with the correct card yet either.
Okay, so this is just an interesting night. I feel like it's a Mercury retrograde, which that is definitely a fun kind of thing. The energy is definitely, like I said, the energy is a little weird, guys. It's just been a little all over the place. I've just been noticing it. It's been kind of heavy. It's been kind of a little intense. So I'm going to just choose for you guys because you haven't decided, but we're going to use the Moonology cards because they're always a hoot. And we're going to do a rapid fire succession astrology reading. Let me know, by the way, if you guys want me to do this for the chakras as well. What I do is I pull out the cards based on the chakras, and we go through all the chakras, and you pick a card for that one. And then I tell you what chakra you need to work on, what area you need to call attention to. Obviously, You should always balance all of your chakras, but sometimes one needs a little bit more attention than another. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? All right, let me get my cards together. All right, here we go. We're going to start off with Aries because Aries is the head of the zodiac. So I'm just going to say this in case anybody doesn't know. I'm sure that most people do know like when their zodiac sign is, but in case you have somebody that you don't know when their sign is, Aries is from March 21st to April 19th. So March 21st to April 19th, this is for you, baby. And this is, ooh, Aries. You have been stressing yourself out about something that you really are trying to bring. You are trying to lasso the moon. You're trying to bring something into fruition. And I feel like it's been a bit of a bear. You're not used to losing and you're not used to things taking long. You don't have a lot of patience. And I feel like this is, conclusions are within reach. You are so close to getting what you want. But this is your time to really not, what's the word I want to look for? Aries. Don't take things for granted. Don't get lazy. Don't get impatient. You are so close to getting what you want. You are so there. Keep on course. You've put a lot of effort in. You've worked really hard. Keep that momentum going and be strong about it. So just know whatever you want is coming together. You just don't get lazy and don't take things for granted, but what you want is coming to fruition very soon, and you should be very excited. You did a lot of hard work. The next card we have are the Tauruses. Tauruses are from April 20th to May 20th. So April 20th to May 20th. Let's see what is going on for the Tauruses. Ooh, Taurus. You need to step out of your comfort zone. So this can mean many things to many people, but I'm going to tell you this. Taurus, you're an earth sign. And as an earth sign, you are very firmly rooted. Not all earth signs. Let me just correct myself. Not all earth signs are like this, but you, Taurus, you're like this. You're very stubborn. You're very firmly rooted and planted in what you want to do. And so for you, Taurus, you have to start thinking about breaking some of those habits that you've been holding on to for such a long time. So I've talked about this before. I'm just going to give it to you really briefly. I feel like this is your call to action to break some of your bad habits. You could see this as just step out of your comfort zone, take a salsa dancing class. I mean, that could be how you're seeing this. But I feel like this is deeper. This is about letting go and dropping some of your negative habits, things that are holding you back. This is your time to start, taking care of yourself more. This is your time to start letting go of those negative coping mechanisms we all hold on to. And as a Taurus, you love to spoil and pamper yourself, sometimes to excess. So this is your time to become a little bit more willing to not soothe yourself with negative things but more build yourself up with positive things. So this is your time to kind of break some of those habits that have been holding you back. Next, we have our Gemini people. So let me just tell you guys what's going on with the Geminis. Geminis are from May 21st to June 20th. So May 21st to June 20th is my Gemini people. And Geminis, a new romantic cycle begins. So Gemini, here's what I'm going to tell you guys. Gemini. You are used to having a lot of control in love. You're used to the one who's like, I'll date this one. I'll date that one. I'll do this. You have a lot of control and you don't like to show your emotions. And you're usually the one who has like the upper hand in relationships. Hold on to your mother effing socks because you're going to meet somebody soon that is going to blow you away. A really good romantic cycle is going to come your way, and this person is going to make you feel things that you did not know that you could feel in a positive way. It's a good thing, but it's like a new, more positive, happy, healthy, wonderful romantic cycle is beginning, and it's a more real, deep, genuine relationship. So something that's more than just like a fun fling. It's something serious, and it's going to make you feel a little scared, a little vulnerable, but it's like in a good way because you're touching on emotions that you really haven't touched on either in a long time or possibly at all. So that's your thing, Gemini. Next, we have our Cancers in the house. So our Cancers are from June 21st to July 22nd. Wait, what? Okay, sorry. July 22nd. Sorry. I thought I gotten something wrong. So Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Let's see what's going on for you. Ooh, Cancer. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Cancer, I want to tell you the first thing that I want to say, okay. You know when you see somebody and they're walking toward a cliff and you're like, dude, the cliff, just step back, come back over here where it's safe. You don't want ever to see anybody jump off a cliff. You ever see like something happen in life where you knew that it was going bad and it was almost like slow motion, like you see it happening in slow motion and you want to stop it, but you can't because it's already in motion. That's what your life is heading to, Cancer. And I don't want to scare you or anything. I feel like this is more about personal relationships. It could be romantic, it could be a friendship, it could be a family relationship, but it's going downhill in a bad way. And I feel like once this ends, it's going to end pretty badly, and it may take a long time to repair, if at all. So I want to encourage you to, before it gets to that point, before it gets to the point where you guys are having irreparable damages, I want to encourage you to take a second, breathe. Don't jump to conclusions. Focus on your calm, and you're very sensitive. You just genuinely want to be a happy person and you want things to go well. But at the same time, you get your dander up, you get your temper up, that claw, the crab, the claws come out. And so I'm just encouraging you to not jump to conclusions and to really look before you leap, because I don't want you to have any irreparable damage or long-term damage to a relationship. Like I said, it may not be a romantic relationship, it may be a friendship or a family relationship, but it's one of those things that the moment you do it, you're going to regret it, and then you're going to be in a world of pain. So just control your temper and control your emotions. I know that that's not easy to do, especially since you're a water sign and we're in the time of, I think we're just getting ready to leave the time of Pisces. So it should be actually a lot easier for you now that we're out of that Pisces watery energy. Next, we have our Leos in the house. Our Leos in the house, and Leos are from July 23rd to August 22nd. That is the Leo energy. And let's see what's going on for you. Wait, sorry. That was Aries. I'm sorry. Leos. Take time to breathe it out. So Leos. Oh, that card was a little funky there. Take time to breathe it out. So what I'm taking this to mean is that, again, it's very similar to the Cancer energy. I feel like you're very giving. You're very loving. You're very generous. When you care about somebody or you love somebody, you put your whole heart into it, even if you don't need to, or even if it's not the right time. And I feel like you're maybe jumping to conclusions a little bit. And so I'm just going to be honest with you. Here we go. Okay. I'm reading this for a bunch of people. So it's hard for me to hone in exactly because I'm reading this for just a bunch of people. But here's what I want to say to you. There's two sides to this coin for you, Leo. So there's two sides. Leo, there's one side where you're jumping to conclusions. You're thinking things are bad when they're not. You're just overreacting. It's old negative, stuff coming back to the surface that is just kind of wreaking havoc and stressing you out. And you need to calm that. You need to realize where it's coming from, and you need to work on letting that go. So that's one Leo. Second Leo, jumping to conclusions, thinking that things are way, way better than they actually are, and maybe getting into a relationship way faster than you should. And I want to encourage you to slow down, because I don't feel like this is the right relationship for you. And I feel like I don't want you to get hurt, and I don't want you to just waste time or energy on somebody that doesn't deserve you. So just, you guys have to kind of choose which side of the coin you fall on. But it's either you're jumping to conclusions or you're you're definitely not being smart enough. And I'm sorry that that is such an opposite reading. I feel bad about that. If I could talk to you in person, I could probably tell you more. But what I want to say is just you in your own intuition know that it's more like if this is a long-term relationship, you're probably jumping to conclusions. If this is a short-term relationship, you're probably jumping too soon and maybe you need to think about passing this relationship on. So next we have our Virgo people, our Virgos in the house. So our Virgos are August 23rd to September 22nd. And our Virgos are you. Oh, okay. This is a good one. I want to say this, Virgo. Everything's going to be okay. You and your loved ones are safe. That's the card that came up. So basically, I feel like whatever it is that you're worried about right now in this moment of your life, that you're stressing about, that you're worried about, that all the potentials, and you do have the potential to go off into like, what if this happens? What if that happens? I feel like Virgos always want to be prepared. They always want to know what's up. They always want to be prepared for any situation. They want to kind of feel like they have all their bases covered. They're very detail oriented. And so I feel like that can slide on over into stressful situations. So I want to say that if there's ever a zombie apocalypse, I'm going to find the nearest Virgo and live with them because they're probably going to be really prepared. So that's just a tip from you to me, guys, from me to you. But just know that whatever it is that's on your mind and on your heart right now, it's going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. Just try to breathe and just, it's going to be okay. How can I say this? The positive side of things is going to be victorious. The positive energy, the positive side, the right side, the just side, justice, that's what I'm getting. It's like, it's going to be fine. Hopefully that's helpful to you guys that are Virgos. Next, we have our Libra people. Libras. Not that anybody cares, but my Chihuahua William was a Libra. September 23rd to October 22nd is our Libra peeps. So you guys don't let your past hold you back. I feel like you're wanting to do something new and different. You're wanting to make a big change. And Libra, you are usually not afraid to make big changes. You're usually not afraid to like take leaps of faith. You have really good instincts and really good intuition, and you're really good at kind of evaluating the whole spectrum of what's going on. Very insightful, but I feel like you're just kind of afraid to make this change, this leap of faith. And I feel like you got to just go for it. I mean, it's hard for me to give that advice because I'm not talking to you specifically, but in general, don't let your fears hold you back. Make thoughtful, concise, responsible decisions, but don't let the fears of what could go wrong or don't let the fears of failures in the past hold you back. This is a new time, a new opportunity, a new situation. We're just in a new season of spring. So this is your time to kind of take that step toward making that change that you've been wanting to make. And it's okay to be a little bit more decisive. It's okay to commit to this decision. You're not going to have regrets about that, is what I'm getting. Next, we have our Scorpios, October 23rd to November 21st. Scorpios. You know what? This is funny, guys, and I'm really curious. Please answer the question. If you feel comfortable, you don't have to answer if you don't feel comfortable. But I was watching something the other day, and it was breaking down the astrological signs, and they said the most popular astrological sign is Scorpio. So I want to ask you guys, A, are you a Scorpio? B, do you know a Scorpio? And just out of curiosity, because they said that was the most popular sign. Scorpio, I think, was the most popular sign. Taurus, I think, was the second most popular sign. I think Gemini was the third most popular. And just in case you guys were curious, because I honestly don't remember all the ones in the middle, Aquarius is the least popular sign. So the least number of people on the planet Earth are Aquariuses, which I think is very interesting because I don't know anybody that's Aquarius. So I was just wondering if, except for, who is Aquarius? Jennifer Aniston. She's the only Aquarius I know. So I'm curious, do you know a Scorpio, or are you Scorpio? And do you know an Aquarius? Just curious about that. That's just my own little social experiment. Blah, 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 blah. Experiment. Okay, guys. So what was I talking about? I just did Scorpio, right? Did we do Scorpio? Did I do Scorpio?
No, you need to do the reveal on Scorpio.
Thank you. I was like, I lost myself. Sorry, guys. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm so glad you're keeping up with me. All right, Scorpio. Sorry, just let me center myself. Okay, here we go. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Ooh, Scorpio. Your dreams need a more practical plan. That's what I'm getting from this. So here's what I want to say to you, Scorpio. I'm going to get real close to the mic because this is a serious conversation. I feel like you're barking up the wrong tree in a relationship. I feel like there's somebody that you're pursuing or thinking about or wanting to pursue, and I feel like it's not a good idea. I feel like you're wasting a lot of time and energy trying to make something happen that is just not going to happen. And I feel like you're probably not happy with me right now, and I apologize. Don't shoot the messenger. But there's nothing worse in life than wasted time. And I know that, Scorpio, you commit 100% to whatever endeavor you're doing. Whatever you do, you devote the time, the hours, the days, the weeks to doing whatever you want to do. And you are relentless at pursuing this. And I respect that. And I think that that's an amazing thing because a lot of people don't have that level of commitment. So I respect that, but I don't want to see you put time and effort into something that is completely not worth your time and effort. And I think that the problem is you'll commit all this time and energy, and then when it doesn't go well, you'll commit lots more time and energy being upset about the fact that it didn't go well. So you're wasting double the time and energy on something instead of just stepping away. And I know that it's hard for you to walk away from something once you've kind of gotten your hooks into it, because you don't like to lose and you don't like to give up, which I respect. But at the same time, Scorpio, I'm trying to save you precious time. I'm trying to save you precious time and energy. So whatever this person is that you're trying to pursue, that you're feeling is like the person, I just don't feel like they are. And I feel like you're going to get burned. And I just don't want to see you get burned. I'm just trying to save the situation. So next we have our Sagittariuses from November 22nd through December 21st. And let's see what is up for our Sagittarius people. Ooh, Sagittarius. A win-win outcome is forecast. Right there. Ooh, full moon in Libra. So Sagittarius, it's pretty self-explanatory. A win-win outcome is forecast. So this is, first of all, you are very good at thinking on your feet. You're very good at maneuvering tough situations, negotiating. You are a master negotiator. And so I want to say that you're definitely going to be victorious. Whatever this win-win outcome that you're looking for, negotiating thing that you're trying to do, whatever that is. This even could be a partnership, something that you're working on. A win-win outcome is forecast. So just know that you're on the right path, in the right direction, and things are going to go well for you, and be excited about that. Next, we have our Capricorns. Let's see. Capricorns are from December 22nd to January 19th. So Capricorns. Okay, Capricorns, you're so sensitive. The thing about Capricorns is they're sensitive, but they don't show it. Capricorns are just like straight-faced. Like they're usually very they don't like to show emotions. They have them. They don't like to show them. I don't have time to be emotional. I got to get stuff done. I am a busy person. Emotions go on the back burner. And so what happens with that is that you push them back and you push them back and you push them back. And eventually them bitches catch up to you and then you're a mess. So basically what I'm getting from you is no matter how much you're kind of challenged, you have to hold on to what you're trying to do. People may judge you, people may challenge you, people may criticize you, but you have to kind of hold true to what you want and know that what you're doing for a good reason, that you're making good decisions, logical decisions, that this is your dream, your vision, and you know, even if people don't completely get it or don't completely support it. Ooh, I'm so sorry. A lot of energy around you, Capricorn, that's not good. You've got a lot of energy around you. There's some people around you that are not in a good space. And I want you to kind of really be selective about the people that you invite into your life and into your path. It's really important for you to think about that. So, Capricorn, just that's what I'm getting for you. But definitely hold on to your vision. Don't give up. You're doing really well. You're doing good things for yourself, and you're going to be successful. And, you know, don't let the haters hold you back. Don't let them haters hold you back. Next, we have our Aquariuses. Oh, and by the way, Doctor, I'm wondering, will, are there any Scorpios with us? Just out of curiosity.
Diana knew Scorpio. Jennifer mentioned that she knew both, and both knew one and actually currently knows one. Diana also mentioned said something about sadly a Scorpio. So I'm not sure. Maybe Diana is alluding that she is a Scorpio. Diana also mentioned that she knows. I think her mother was a Aquarius.
Oh,
But
interesting.
otherwise, yeah. Regarding Scorpio, there's not a lot of chatter that's going into it. It's kind of quiet on the chat room tonight. I think everybody's listening to your intent, rapid fire information about the
Hmm.
different signs. Seems like a very focused week.
Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate that. So next we have our Aquariuses. Come to think of it, we're talking about Aquariuses now, and Aquariuses are from where the hell are Aquariuses? Do I not have them? I might not have Aquariuses. Well, anyway, Aquariuses are from the end of January to the middle of February. That is pretty much the Aquarius time frame. And that is expect a powerful change. Aquarius, oh my God. Oh my God. Hold on to your hats, Aquarius. There is going to be some big, big stuff happening for you. Like huge, big things, like career changing opportunity. It could, you know, just big, powerful changes. But I feel like this is something that is more than just like, oh, I'm getting a new job. It's like a change, a transcendent experience. Like, you know, when you find your life path, when you figure out why you're on this planet and what you're supposed to do, and everything kind of comes into alignment, and you just have this clarity and this feeling of peace, inner peace, comfort, that kind of thing. I feel like that's what's happening for you. Things are kind of coming into play. You're going to find out that everything that you've been through over the past couple of years all makes sense. There's a reason. Everything is coming to alignment. You're going to start to feel like you're where you need to be. And, you know, it's going to be a good thing, a beautiful thing. I feel like you're going to feel very powerful, but also more than powerful, at peace and like content, really content in the best possible way. So next we have our Pisces, and Pisces is from the end of February, like to the middle of March, is basically Pisces, or beginning of March, basic middle of February to middle of March. That's something like that. Sorry, I don't know the exact dates. I'm a bad psychic. I'm not an astrologer. So here I want to say Pisces, 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 Pisces. I don't think you're doing I don't think you're serving yourself as good as you could. I feel like you need to think about maybe doing some journaling, I want to say. I feel like you're kind of confused. I feel like there's a part of you that wants to go in this direction. There's a part of you that wants to go in that direction. You're kind of all over the place. And the energy has been crazy this past couple of weeks. So maybe that's what this is about. But I feel like you're just not centered and you're not in a good space. And I feel like you're just feeling kind of lost. And so I want to encourage you to do some journaling. I want to encourage you to ask your guides for some feedback, for some messages to help you. But I feel like, sorry, I just hit the microphone. You're needing to center yourself and get a new plan together, because I feel like you're kind of stuck in old habits, kind of like Taurus. You're kind of stuck in some old habits. And, I think that we're basically, living the lives that we kind of, are used to. A lot of us live, not everybody, but a lot of us live out of habit, and the thoughts and feelings we have are out of habit. And I feel like you have so much more capability and abilities, and there's more that you can do. And I almost get this sense that you want to crawl out of your skin. And I know that sounds weird, but I feel like you have this like restless feeling, like that there's something more for you to be doing, that you're missing out on something, or you're falling behind on, or you're not achieving what you want to achieve, and you're just feeling kind of stressed and stuck. And so I feel like the problem is you have all this energy and this desire to go forward, but you don't have the direction that you need. So I want to encourage you to, like, again, start journaling. Just journal. Just write anything. Just start writing. You can even write like, I don't know what to write. I have no idea what to write. This is so weird. I don't know why I'm doing this. You can even start like that. You can write, the alphabet. You can write the states of, United States. You can write anything. Just start writing. The thoughts and the feelings will come to you, and you'll be able to kind of get yourself centered and in a better state. So that is something that I would highly suggest that you guys do, or that you do. Yeah, Pisces. So that is it. That is my rapid fire. Not so rapid because I tend to ramble, so it's not as rapid as I'd like it to be. But anyway, it's rapid fire astrology reading. Guys, I wanted to say, I don't think anybody won the giveaway yet. Am I wrong about that, or did somebody win?
Nobody has won the giveaway yet, and I do want to welcome Neelam to the stream this evening. They mentioned that their boyfriend is a Scorpio.
Ooh, and there you go, baby. So, guys, listen. Nobody's getting this card, so we're gonna just take it off the table. We're gonna do something else. We're going commando. Ready, Spider? You and me, commando. So, we're going rogue.
Here we go.
Here we go. So instead of doing the card, because you guys haven't I'm just going to show you what the card was. The card was the Emperor. That was the card, the Emperor. The Emperor. So nobody won. That's okay. No big deal. We're going to do this a different way. I have a stone in my hand. I didn't get it yet. Just give me a second. I shouldn't have said that because I don't have it yet. Okay. I have a stone in my hand. Whoever tells me the color of this stone first is going to win 10 minutes with me. Got to be 18. You got to be subscribed to this channel. And you have to live in the United States. All those things have to be in alignment, and you can win. All you need to do is guess the color of the stone in my hand. The first person to get it correctly is going to win. Now, what I'm going to do real quick is send the doctor a picture of this so he knows what it is, so that he can then let me know when there's a winner. So I'm going to send you a picture of it, and then you can let me know. We're just going commando. Here we go. All right. Sorry, I was sending it to the wrong place. We're going to get it. We're getting there. We're getting there. So, guys, do you want the chakra reading? Yes or no? Are you guys interested in that? We can do that. Kind of goes along with the astrology reading. Let me know. So, do you want the chakra reading? Here we go about this situation. Somebody tell me what color that stone is so I can give away this 10 minutes. I'm feeling really unloved, because nobody wants my free 10 minutes.
We have a winner.
Yay!
We have a winner on the stone.
Okay, who won?
Trying to type and talk, not a strength. Jennifer, guess purple.
Jennifer Leeton, right? Congratulations,
Yes.
girl. There you go, baby. That is your stone. So you won the first 10 minutes. All right, guys, we're going to have another giveaway in a few minutes. So hang in there. We're going to do our, so congratulations to you. So I did see somebody kind of suggest a pick a card about are you and your ex going to get back together. So I'm going to do that, and then we're going to do the chakra reading if you guys want it. But I wanted to give you guys a couple of minutes to vote on it. So while we're doing that, I'm just going to do this real quick reading about whether you and your ex are going to get back together. So what I encourage you to do is think about your ex. Think about their energy. Think about what they bring to the table. Okay? So, actually, I don't think these cards are the right cards to use now that I mention it. We're going to use these cards. Sorry, guys. I want to use the best quality cards that I can. Do you guys hear the train going by?
I didn't hear the train, and I don't hear the usual voices that I do. Why?
You're too funny. All right, guys, is your ex coming back? Maybe you want him to come back. Maybe you don't want him to come back. Either way, I'm going to let you know whether or not he's coming back. So, what I want you guys to do again is think about your ex. Think about them, their energy, and focus in on that one specific ex. And here we go. All right, guys, look at these teeny cards. They're so tiny. So this is deck number 1, deck number 2, and deck number 3. Is your ex coming back? Think about your ex. Ask the universe, is my ex blah, 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 say their name, coming back? All right, here we go. Deck number 1. Deck number 1. Ooh, no. Your ex is not coming. I'm so sorry. I said that really cruelly. I apologize. I don't feel your ex is going to come back. So here's this first card, this book. This basically means that your ex is holding on to every negative thing that happened. They are just replaying it. They're holding on to it. They kind of feel like all of the negativity that has happened is not fixable or repairable. And so it basically means that they're not willing to. This next card that came up, this whip, is basically like they're pushing you away. They're holding you back. They're restraining the opportunity for the two of you to be together. And this other card, this moon card, is basically letting you know that they're moving on. They still think about you. They haven't stopped thinking about you, but they just see it as a bad situation and they're choosing to move on with their life. And I'm so sorry, but sometimes these things happen so that it clears the way for a better relationship. Deck number 2, is your ex coming back? Yes. Deck number 2, I do feel your ex is going to come back to you. Here's what I want to say. The first card that I'm getting is this bouquet of flowers, which is kind of funny in this reading because like your ex coming back, maybe they'll bring flowers. But this card basically is showing like that there is still something blossoming between the two of you. There's still something there, something growing, something rooted, something real, something tangible. So they still have feelings there. This other card, this gentleman card right here, is basically showing you that they are going to try to put their best foot forward. They are going to try to step it up and do the right thing. The feeling that I get overwhelmingly about this person, it could be a man, could be a woman, is that they are going to try their best, but I feel like inherently they're kind of immature, they're kind of flaky. I don't know that this is going to be a long-term, like they're going to come back. I just can't say you guys are going to stay together long-term. And this other card that I'm getting, this bear card right here, I'm getting something weird with this card. And the feeling that I get is that the person, your ex, is kind of selfish. Like they kind of think about everybody in their life as, how is this person serving me? What am I getting out of this person? And so they're really good at being charming and making promises and like making that initial good impression, and then things just fall by the wayside. So I do see your ex coming back. I definitely feel you have the chance to regroup and be with this person if you want to. I don't know that it would be long term. It may just be an opportunity to get closure. So deck number 3 is your ex coming back. I'm sorry that this reading has been like not the best. Ooh. Okay. Deck number 3, here's what I'm going to say. I feel like your ex is going to come back. I don't see it happening right away. I'm really sorry about that. It is going to take time. There's going to be a journey involved. This is not something that's going to be fixed in like a week or so. This could be a year, 2 years. It could be a while. So just kind of understand that that's something that you have to expect. And to be honest, it's going to be up to you whether or not you want to wait, whether you want the person. I wouldn't, like, I think you got to live your life, but I do feel like they will try to come back, and you only know how much you want to commit to waiting for them. So here's the first card that comes up, and this is the Tower. This card is telling me that they're away from you, but it's not fully their choice to be away from you. It's almost like circumstances are out of their control. Maybe they're in another country. Maybe they're stuck somewhere. Maybe they're just being kept away by parents or whatever. I can only suggest because I'm not reading you personally, but I feel like that they feel like breaking up with you and not being with you is not in their control. They feel like an outside force is preventing them from being with you. That's the first thing that I'm getting. Second thing I'm getting is these lily pads, which you guys may not be able to see because they're green. So basically, these lily pads are kind of like, things look very flat on the surface, but there's a lot going on underneath. But they're also representing being stagnant, being stuck. And this is where I'm feeling that this is going to take a while. This is going to take a while for them to come back into your life. It's just they're not in a good space. But even though they're stagnant, even though they're not able to, I'm getting that they have a lot of desire, emotion underneath that they want to. And they're just feeling trapped. I keep getting trapped, like this feeling of being trapped. So the next thing I'm getting is this mountain. This mountain is showing the journey that they're going to have to take in order to make their way back to you. That it's going to be something that they will do, and that you will have the chance to be with them, but it is not going to be an easy journey for them. And they're going to have to go through a lot and give up a lot in order to make their way back to you. So that doesn't mean in any way that you're obligated to them. It just means that, that's the way I see it. So it's going to take time. So that was the answer for the ex coming back that I wanted to do real quick. Do they want a chakra reading? Is that something that everybody's interested in?
Let me take a look. I'm not really seeing a lot of chiming in for a chakra readings, but I never felt that it hurt to have one of those. So why not?
All
Go
right.
rogue. It seems to be the evening to do that.
I will take your advice.
You're about 12 minutes into your second hour.
Yay! Thank you. I always like to know that. The time is now 9:12. There is roughly about 48 minutes left to the show. This would be a great time to get up and stretch your legs, get a snack, use the bathroom. Just kidding.
Let's all go to the lobby and get popcorn and hot dogs.
Actually,
By
sounds
the way,
right.
Diana heard the train.
What'd you say? Yeah, that will hurt the stream. Don't go anywhere. Stay where you are. You're committed. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. But actually, popcorn would sound really good right now. I could go for some popcorn. That sounds amazing. I don't know why I was shuffling these cards. I forgot how to do this. Give me a second, guys. We're working on it. We're getting it together. So what I'm trying to do is get all of the colors of the chakra together so that we can, do we have a red one? Yes, we do. So that we can get ourselves together. We need a green one. And we need, what are we missing? Green, orange. Okay. Sorry, guys. Just getting my life together. Entertain yourselves. Somebody tell a joke in the crowd. All right. Here we go. And I just want to thank everybody for being here tonight, taking your time out of your life to spend time with me and the doctor. And I want to appreciate everybody for subscribing, liking the video, and just participating in general. Your comments really put a smile on my face, and I love hearing from you guys and what you guys have to say. So thank you guys for being here. So this is going to be an interesting little read. We're going to do a chakra pick a card. So the way that this is designed is obviously, just in case anybody doesn't know, I'm sure everybody does, but just in case they don't, the chakras are 7 energy points within the body. I said Barty. Within the body, they start at the root, which is the base of your spine, and they go right up through your top of your head, like right above here is where your crown chakra lives. So as we go through the different chakras, I'll explain them to you, but there's 7 energy points within the body, and if things are functioning properly, they're going to be spinning nicely, spinning greatly, and you're going to be living your best life. And if you're having some issues mentally, emotionally, or physically, it could be that one or more of your chakras are out of balance. There are tons of videos on YouTube where you can do great fun chakra meditations. There's a wonderful app about the chakra. I think it's just called Chakra app, where they can teach you different chanting and you can learn all about the chakras. So there's lots of different ways to fix your chakra, or your chakras, I should say, if they are out of balance, even yoga poses, things like that. So we'll go through more of that as we continue on. So what I want you guys to do is choose, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 cards with us right now. So it's a little hard for me to hold all of these cards up so that you guys can see them all. They look kind of like for me, they kind of go into a blur, but I have 7 cards right now. Okay. So what I want you guys to do is think about a number from 1 to 7. Now these chakra cards are not in order. So if you know anything about chakras, you might go like, oh, well, I know number 2 is the sacral chakra, so I'm going to choose number 2. It doesn't work like that. These cards are basically just going to be, randomly assorted. So just choose the number that you feel is the most connecting to you. 1 through 7. Now, if you're like feeling 2 numbers or 3 numbers, that's okay too. You may just have more than one chakra that's out of whack. And just think about the numbers that you're feeling in your heart and that you're feeling really pulled and guided toward, and choose those numbers or number, and we're going to go. So we're going to start out with the first chakra. So anybody who chose number 1, you are looking for some improvement in your sacral chakra. So the first card is the sacral chakra, and it's all about passion. So what I want to say to you is, you are feeling stuck in life. You are feeling like you're on a treadmill that is never ending, and you just want to get off, but you don't know how. And I feel like you may just be lacking that passion. So I always say, I've been a psychic for over 20 years, and I always say the thing that separates happy people from sad people is that happy people have something that they're living for, have something that they're excited about, have something that they're striving toward. They have that sense of passion within them to get up in the morning and get things done, and people who are not happy don't have that. And I think that that's so huge. I'm not saying that if you have a passion in life, your life is going to be perfect and you're going to be happy every day, but for the most part, having that desire to do something and that drive, it gets you up and going and it makes you feel more hopeful and positive. Whereas if you don't, you're just waiting for the day to go by. So, what I want to say to you, number one, with your sacral chakra, which by the way is located 2 fingers below your navel, it's encompassing that area where your sexual organ, well, not your sexual organs, I'm sorry, your lower intestine, that kind of area. The sacral chakra is represented by the color orange. So, if you want to stimulate your sacral chakra, what you need to do is eat oranges. Think about surrounding yourself with the color orange, wear orange, smell an orange. There's tons of yoga poses, there's tons of different things, but color therapy, aromatherapy can be really, really useful during this time. It can be really, really useful. You can also look for chakra meditations, but basically your if passion was a river, okay, so that passion, that desire, and that's passion for life, it's passion for activities, it's also sexual passion, okay, that passion and libido as well. If you think of it as a river that's flowing, yours may be flowing too quickly or it may be not flowing at all. And so if it's an overactive chakra, then your river is like a raging rapid river and it's going crazy, and maybe you have so much passion within you that you can't center yourself to get organized to do anything about it, or you may have a sexual addiction, things like that. If your chakra is underdeveloped or understimulated, I should say, not underdeveloped because chakras don't really develop. There's either stimulated perfectly under or over. If it's understimulated, you may not feel a very strong sexual desire. You may not feel a strong passion desire toward anything in life, and you just may feel very stagnant. So you need to get that going. You need to get yourself going and get yourself starting to feel. And so that's where you want to stimulate that chakra by doing all these different things. And if it's overactivated, you can still stimulate the chakra, but maybe in a more calm way by chanting, by meditation, things like that will help get that chakra back on track. So, anybody who chose number two, you, number two, this is my problem sometimes, you guys. I'm with you. Number two is your throat chakra. That is your chakra that you need to work on. So when your throat chakra is overstimulated, you can imagine that you do not have a filter, that you have foot and mouth disease, that you pop off and you yell and you are argumentative and you are not very tactful and you are just not filtered, not articulate. If you have an understimulated throat chakra, you have problems coming up with the words to express yourself. You have problems sticking up for yourself or just expressing yourself clearly, talking, communication. So when your throat chakra is balanced, you're in a good place. You can communicate effectively, but you're not hurting people or causing arguments or getting yourself in trouble. Your throat chakra is one of the chakras that's going to get you in trouble the most, other than, your third eye chakra or your brow chakra and your sacral chakra. Those are the chakras that are probably going to get you in trouble the most. So what I want to say for you is you are the only one who knows whether your chakra is overstimulated or understimulated. And again, accordingly, you want to surround yourself with the color blue. Think of like a beautiful sky blue, robin's egg blue. Any kind of beautiful bright blue color is going to help you release and calm down and get a hold of yourself. Think about eating blue foods like blueberries. Think about listening to meditations. Think about, all these different things. So blue is your color. And I feel like lately with you, I think that you're maybe really good at communication in one area and maybe not as good with another area. So maybe you're really good communicating at work and in those kind of situations, but when it comes to your more intimate relationships, you're not as great. So think about where you're maybe lacking and that you need to fix. And you know yourself best. So just work on your throat chakra. Number 3, we have our crown chakra up here. So number three, this is where you connect to the divine. This is where you connect to the universe. This is where if you're the type of person who really gets like a lot of signals, a lot of miracles, a lot of, people feeling that sense of being connected to the universe, feeling that sense of getting signs from your angels, things like that. Your crown chakra is like really, really in tune and you're in a good place. So when your crown chakra is overstimulated, you're too loosey goosey. You're too woo woo. You're just not even on this plane. You're just not even in this stratosphere. You forget things all the time. You're so busy connecting to the universe that you're just not like living a more grounded life. And you need to think about grounding yourself a little bit more. And if you're is understimulated, then you're too grounded and you're not feeling that connection with the universe and you're not feeling that infinite potential, connection, that spirituality. So, you know how you feel, but your crown chakra, for some reason, this card is gray, and I don't know why they made it gray because the crown chakra is represented by the color purple. Have you guys ever noticed I use a lot of purple? Ooh, sorry, microphone. I use a lot of purple in my advertisements and in my hair. Well, you guys can't see it tonight because it's tied up, but my hair is purple. And it's because it represents the crown chakra. It represents that connection to the divine, and I like that. So, wear purple. Connect with purple foods, purple cabbage, grapes, wine, if you will. Just anything that's like representing that purple. Wear purple. It'll make you feel more connected and it'll help you. Next, we have, and also this is going to help you figure out who you are, where you belong in the world, your life path, why you're here, what lesson you were brought here to teach people. So that is definitely also going to help you with that. If you're feeling a struggle with that and you don't have that sense, then this is your call to action to do those things to stimulate that chakra so that you can get that information and that feeling of, peace, inner peace that you're looking for. Next, we have anybody who chose I forget what number we're on. I think we're on number 3. Are we on number 3? I don't know if anybody knows. Oh, no, we're on number 4. Yeah, we're on number 4. Thank you. Thank you for keeping up with me. I appreciate that. I cannot be left to my own devices. All right, number 4. Anybody who chose number 4 is the root chakra. The root chakra, the beginning and end of everything. The root chakra is your most primal needs, your most primal instincts, your ability to have health, your ability to have safety, feel secure, feel like you have a roof over your head, feel, that sense of just, I'm okay, let's see what else is happening. So basically, if you were to choose this card, if you chose number 4, it means that somewhere within you're not feeling settled, you're not feeling grounded, you're not feeling safe, you're not feeling secure. So if your root chakra is understimulated, you're going to feel anxious, you're not going to feel safe, you're not going to feel grounded, you're not going to feel secure, you're not going to feel, put together, and you may have trouble making some decisions and just understanding what you need to do. If you feel that you're overstimulated, you may be too grounded, but you also may have issues with anger, you may have issues with, being too greedy. The root chakra is also about money. So when you think about your root chakra, it's about your basic needs. Do I have a roof? Do I have food? Do I have shelter? That has to do with prosperity and money. So if your root chakra is overstimulated, you might find yourself being greedy, selfish, a miser, somebody who's wanting all of this. If you find that your root chakra is understimulated, you may find yourself in a poverty mentality or a lack mentality. You may find yourself not feeling like you deserve security and money. And, these are things that you need to work on that go deeper than just chakra stuff. But your root chakra is just your basic needs, your sense of stability, survival, and just feeling okay to then go on to the next step. So you need to stimulate that root chakra and get it together. So the root chakra is by the color red. So think about red, wear red lipstick, red clothing, eat red food. There's tons of great yoga poses and stuff for the root chakra. The root chakra is in the base of your spine, and that is where it lives. And so that's what you need to work on. Next, we have I don't know why I did that little dance. Next, we have the third eye chakra, otherwise known as the brow chakra. So anybody who chose number 5, bam, right there. That's what you need to work on. So the brow chakra, or the third eye chakra, is obviously the center of intuition, having psychic ability, having that deep intuitive nature, but it is also the center of wisdom and logic and reasoning and being able to see ahead, look before you leap, make good decisions. So you can see it as a third eye, you can see it as a crown chakra. I'm sorry, not a brow chakra, or you can see it as both. It's really up to you and how you want to look at it, but yours needs to be stimulated. So this is what I want to tell you. If it is understimulated, you need to start learning how to pay attention. You need to learn you need to start learning from your past experiences, being a bit more observant, being willing to open up to see the world around you, to learn from your past experiences and learn from others around you, to use that to gain wisdom and to spark your intuition. So as far as the intuition, there's a ton of different psychic games you guys could play. I've talked about it. I've made videos about it, but I'll tell you real quick. You can go to YouTube, put on gender reveal compilation. A gender reveal is like a gender reveal party. I'm sure you guys have all heard of that, but it's basically a party that a couple has to announce whether they're having a boy or a girl. YouTube has compilation videos of gender reveals. So it'll be one right after another. Bam, 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 bam. All these different gender reveal parties. And so all you have to do is just tune in. Is it a boy or is it a girl? It's easy. It's fast. It's a fun, positive energy way to test your psychic gifts. Get a deck of cards. Try to predict what card's coming next. Get a playlist of songs that you create and then try to predict what song is going to come on next. Like put it on shuffle or random or whatever it's called. These are just some fun ways. If you're watching a movie or a TV show, try to predict what's going to happen. You'll notice that both your wisdom and your intuition will grow. And if your chakra is overstimulated, then you could be a little too in your head. You can be a little too logical and not focus on the balance between your head and your heart. And so you always want to have that balance of head and heart, not just all one. You don't want to be all heart. You don't want to be all head. And you may need to be willing to deal with and unlock some of your emotions and think about why you're kind of running from those emotions and trying to be just rooted in logic and reason and not letting that side of yourself sing and live a little bit, letting that heart sing. All right, guys. So that is that. And another thing is the basis of also growing this is gratitude, and starting a gratitude journal will help you realize what's going on around you and what you have to be grateful for. And that also increases your wisdom and your intuition. Next, we have our solar plexus chakra. Your solar plexus chakra is above your sacral chakra. It is your near in your solar plexus, which is like, your rib cage area. So your solar plexus chakra is a very interesting chakra, and a lot of people have issues with this chakra. This is basically your self-esteem, your self-worth. It is your whether you have the courage to fulfill your dreams, whether you have the courage to go out and pursue what you want to pursue and defend your right to do it. So if your chakra is understimulated, you don't have the courage to go out and fulfill your dreams. If somebody criticizes you, you just fold. Like, I want to be a singer. Oh, you shouldn't be a singer. You suck. Oh, I guess I shouldn't be a singer. That would be somebody who has an underdeveloped solar plexus. They may have the dreams and the desires and the passions, but they don't have the confidence to pursue them. And then if you have an overactive solar plexus, or overstimulated, you may have too much confidence and maybe not be seeing things completely clearly. So, somebody who is a narcissist will have an overstimulated solar plexus. They just feel like they are invincible, they know everything, they don't really take any kind of, anybody else's opinion into consideration, and they just feel like they know it all, they rule the world. So narcissists often have very overactive solar plexuses. So just think about that. So with your soul, oh, sorry guys, that yawn was like trying to come out. I apologize, I'm not bored with you guys. I just think when you talk, you're like expelling oxygen. And I found out a long time ago the reason why we yawn is because our brains need oxygen. So my brain is just like having a hard time breathing. So the last one, number 7. Whoever chose number 7, I feel you guys.
If I may ask, what's
yeah.
the color for the solar plexus, and what's the way to be able to stimulate that?
Oh, sorry. I apologize. Thank you for keeping me on task. You are so good at this. So, solar plexus, the color is yellow. So anything yellow, sunshine, lemons, anything yellow, wear yellow, be out in the sunshine, daffodils, anything yellow around you will help you stimulate that. There are great chants, meditations, and yoga poses to stimulate that. Now, when I say stimulate, stimulating this chakra will help fix an overstimulated chakra, and it will help fix an understimulated chakra. Just doing the chakra work, the meditations and stuff, it'll get your chakra going the way it needs to. If it's moving too fast, it'll slow it down. If it's moving too slow, it'll speed it up. Just doing the work and focusing on the colors, the meditations, the yoga poses, the chants, that will kind of take care of it on its own. Again, with solar plexus, another thing you can do is do some journaling, because that will help you release the negativity and the fears that hold you back. So the solar plexus, the biggest enemy to a solar plexus is the fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of ridicule. You're very afraid if it's understimulated, and so that's why you feel held back from pursuing your dreams. So thank you for that, for letting me know that. And the next one is the heart chakra. And the heart chakra is represented by the color green. You guys can't see it because the green's green, but just look at this. Look at this all around me, this beautiful foliage. Think about beautiful bright green, like a candy apple kind of color, or not a candy apple, but like a green apple, that color green. But any green will do. Go lay in the grass, wear the color green, eat green foods. This will help stimulate and align that heart chakra. So when your heart chakra is understimulated, it means your heart is closed off. Think of the Grinch, like that little, anybody who saw the Grinch, Dr. Seuss, the Grinch had that like tiny little heart. Think about that. Think about that little, heart. Not to say that you have a small heart if you're understimulated, but it just means your heart is stunted, that you're not feeling, that you're closed off. And it could be because, you're in pain and you've dealt with so much negativity and fear and hurt that your heart is just shut down because you're so afraid. And it comes from hurt and insecurity and trauma. So your heart may be understimulated, where you just don't want to feel anything, you're shut down. And if it's overstimulated, then you guys can imagine you fall in love at the drop of a hat. You're just in love with love, and you're in love with everybody, and you meet somebody and you're just like, that's the love of my life. And then you meet somebody else and you're like, that's the love of my life. You're so in love with love that you're not being grounded about this. So if it's overstimulated and you fall in love easily and you get hurt easily, and you have to have a balance in life. There's a yin and a yang. So this is the story that I wanted for you guys to help understand how the chakras work. I've developed this little story, or this little kind of guide for you guys, just to remember where they are and what they do. So you start out with your root chakra. It's in the base of your spine, and your root chakra is about survival. I am here on this earth. I have food, shelter, and I have the means to just function and take care of myself. I'm healthy, I'm comfortable. Next, we go into, now that I'm comfortable, now that I'm healthy, now that I have food and a roof over my head, what's next? Well, my next logical step is, now that I have those things taken care of, I have some free time. Now I can think about what I want to do, what my passions are. And that's where the sacral chakra comes in. And that's about getting your passions going. Well, I have this free time to spend because I have all my other needs taken care of. So, how do I want to spend my free time? I want to be a painter. I want to have sex. I want to, you know, be a singer. I want to be in whatever it is your passion, but your passion and desire, the extra stuff once you have your needs taken care of, that's your sacral chakra. Now that I have this desire to be a painter, now we go into the solar plexus chakra. So now I have this desire. I have my needs taken care of. I have this desire. I want to be a painter. Now, do I have the confidence to pursue this desire? That's the solar plexus. Can I competently pursue this dream? Do I have the courage to go out there and put my art on the wall and go, this is what I made? This is my dream. I want to be a painter. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do what it takes to pursue this dream. I'm going to make this happen. I want to make this a reality. Whatever that dream is for you, it doesn't have to be career oriented. It could be, I want to have a family. It could be, I want to find love. It could be, I want to get in shape. Whatever it is that you have that dream, and the solar plexus is kind of the gas that you need to get that engine going and get you to your dream. So once you have that going and you have, okay, now I'm pursuing my dream. I have my needs taken care of. I want to be a painter. I am pursuing my dream. I'm going and putting my paint on the walls and going into art galleries and pursuing that. Now we have the heart chakra is our next chakra. And now this is about, now that I have my passion going, I know what I want to do in this world. I know how I want to spend my time. Now I want love. Now it's about love. I want to feel love and I want to give love. I want to be able to be in love and give love, and I want to be able to think about other people. I'm good. I'm centered. I'm taken care of. I have my roof. I have my passion. I have my drive and my ambition, and I'm pursuing my dreams. Now I want to share my dreams with somebody. I want to share my dreams with somebody, and I want to help other people find their dreams. And this is about, that whole love heart thing. So now we have all this going. Now we go into the throat chakra. Now that I have my desire to share some and want love, now I have to be able to verbalize this. I need to tell other people my dreams. I need to tell other people that I want to find love, and I need to be able to communicate in order to find love. I need to be able to find people, talk to them, communicate with them, have an ongoing relationship with them. My throat chakra helps me have relationships and interactions with everybody that is my ever expanding world. So you see that the chakras start with the self, and then as they evolve, it gets bigger and bigger and gets broader and broader, and your life becomes more evolved and you have more people in it. So now I have the throat chakra. I'm communicating, I'm socializing, I'm connecting with other people, sharing ideas. And then we go into the intuition and the wisdom chakra. So it's like, now I'm communicating with people, I'm finding relationships, I'm searching for relationships, I have all these desires, I have all these dreams, I'm connecting with other people, I'm socializing, I have all this stuff going on, all these balls in the air. I have to know how to conduct myself. I have to know who to trust, who not to trust, who to partner up with, who not to partner up with. I have to know how to manage all of this stuff that's going on that is outside of myself. And so that's where the intuition and the wisdom come in. So you get that going, and now you're like, okay, I'm a smart person. I'm living my dream. I found my love. I'm communicating my ideas with other people. I'm helping other people pursue their dreams. I've got this whole stuff going on. Everything is coming together. I'm in a good place right now. I'm trying to get all this going on. But now, you know what? I feel good. I feel satisfied. I feel happy. But I feel like there's more. There's more. This whole thing has to not just be a coincidence. Everything fell into place for me the way that it did. There's more to it, and there's more that I want to achieve, and there's more that I want to be. And where does that come from? That's the crown chakra. That's the connection to the universe, the connection to everybody else in the universe. That is where your miracles come from. That is where your understanding of how the law of attraction works. That is how your understanding of spirituality and karma and how the world is bigger than you and everybody else is, kind of how they're their own having their own thing, and it's where your place of, just really deep kind of connection to how big and how small the universe is and how all these things kind of come together. So you see how the person evolves from the very primitive needs of just food, shelter, and safety up into this kind of spiritual, oneness with the universe, and how that journey happens. So hopefully that helps you guys understand chakras a little bit more. I know I got very wordy on that one, but that's basically how the chakras work.
Would eating like green peppers, is that important, or would it be better to have more of a floral behind the bright flowers? Eating a salad every night, is that something that would be?
All of that is good. Anything green, so if you're trying to stimulate the heart chakra or you're trying to heal the heart chakra, anything green will work. You can do apples, you can do peppers, you can do kale, you can do a green lollipop. I mean, obviously natural stuff is better, but any port in a storm. But anything green will work. It doesn't have to be. And you could do all of it. You could wear a green sweater, eat your kale, have flowers around you, paint your walls green, watch Kermit the Frog on TV. You could just go all ham. You know what I mean? As much as you want to go. You can, lay in the grass and, as much as you want to do to stimulate this. But say for stimulating your heart chakra, that's all about being able to be open to love and know how to, be open in a healthy way. Not too much, not too little, but just be open in a healthy way. But every chakra has its own kind of importance. I wouldn't say one is more important than the others in general, but the reason I did this reading with you guys tonight is because I think sometimes we have one that is that we need to work on, especially just a little bit more, just a little bit more, that may need a little extra love. And that's why I do this. Plus I just like talking about chakras. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I enjoy it. There's a lot of stuff related to chakras that has to do with health. I do not talk about health. I don't do health readings. I never talk about health. I don't give health advice. So if you guys want to do your own research, every part of the chakra, every single chakra has an associated body part and health related issues. So, you guys can research that on your own and then see if that correlates with you and what things you might want to fix and, deal with. But I don't really go on that thing with you, but that is that. What is the time? I need a time check.
It is 46 minutes into the second hour. You've got about 15 minutes left in the show this evening.
Yay. All right, let's do our next giveaway, guys. We should do this now while we have it. So, Doctor, it will be the number 2 object for you in the first picture that I sent you. Okay? So
I understand. I can translate and cipher Jenniferese.
So here we go. All right. So I have a stone here, and this stone is a color, and the first person who correctly identifies the color of this stone is going to win 10-minute reading with me. So again, you need to be subscribe to this channel. You need to be over 18, and you also need to live in the United States. So if you guys want to enter, the first person who correctly identifies the color of that stone is going to win 10 minutes with me with a read for a psychic reading, guys. It's for a psychic reading. So go ahead and guess the color of that stone that is sitting on my desk. I'm looking at it right now. I'm envisioning it in my mind's eye. So you guys can guess as many times as you like, but you have to just guess one at a time. And let's see who's going to win this reading. Jennifer won the other one. And while we're guessing, I'm going to do a really interesting urgent message from the universe. This is an urgent message from the universe. This is something that is very important for you to know right now. This is something that matters in your life, and this is something that is going to affect you. This is like a, kind of a wake-up call, a warning sign. This is that kind of a thing. It's an urgent message from the universe, and it's something that is going to help you go forward. So we're getting our cards together. And so you guys, I want you to relax. And I want you to know that this message is only going to be something that's going to help you. So don't be scared. It's nothing like bad. It's just designed to help you to go into your next level. So here we go. Urgent message from the universe. I love these cards so much. They're self-healing cards. So I just love them. So we got deck number 1, deck number 2, and deck number 3. Deck number 1, deck number 2, and deck number 3. Are we ready to go? Here we go. Ooh, that was stupid. I just mixed them all together. I'm just having one of those nights, but that's okay. We all have one of those nights. All right, guys. Here we go. Deck number 1. Okay, guys. These cards are very deep. Here's what I want to say. I feel like I want to say this in the most gentle way that I can. I want to show you the cards, and then I want you guys to just sit with them for a second before I start going into the thing, okay? So the first card is soulmates. Okay? This card is like the objective, the dream, the objective, what you want, what your desire is, okay? So the next cards are kind of like where you're at and what the message is, okay? So the next card is victim consciousness. So the next card after that is home. So what I want to say to you is your dream and your desire is for a soulmate. Your dream and I keep hitting the microphone. Your dream and your desire is for a soulmate. Your dream and your desire is for that perfect, wonderful relationship. I feel like you're trying to make somebody into that isn't that. So a lot of times when we have this desire of what we want, and we have somebody in our life, we want to kind of make them, we want it so bad that we're going to try to make them into what we want them to be. But they're not who we want them to be. And so we're trying to push something that just isn't meant to be. And I feel like you're setting yourself up for failure. This is a not a good situation. I would encourage you to really think about this person that you're trying to deal with and be with, and really think about, are they who you really want them to be? The person who you were when you were the happiest in your life, the person who you were when you were the most confident in your life, would that person, that version of you, want you to be in this relationship? Would that person, that version of you, want you to make this decision that you're making now, to settle with them, to be with them? Or would they tell you like, girl or guy, what are you doing? You are being crazy. Don't do this. The other caveat with this is if you are single and there's nobody in your life and you're desperately wanting a relationship, I'm getting this victim consciousness card. It's coming up, and it's like, I feel like you got to think about what energy you might be throwing out to perpetuate the situation that you're in. And this other card, this home card, is kind of saying like it all begins with you. You're responsible for making the decisions that you're making. And that's what I'm going to say about that. But I feel more strongly this is about you trying to make a person fit into your life that doesn't really belong in your life. And I'm just worried that this is going to blow up in your face in a negative way. So just really think about what you're doing. Deck number 2. Let's see what you have on yourself for you. Ooh. Deck number 2, first of all, I just want to say to you, I'm very sorry for what you're going through right now. This has just been a really rough time for you. And I feel like you're trying your best to maintain your life. You're trying your best to maintain a good disposition, going forward, working, living your life. You're trying your best. But I feel like you're not at full capacity. And I feel like you're not at full capacity because you have so much trauma, sadness, disappointment, going on inside of you that everything is so much more difficult. I heard this analogy, and I think it's really interesting, but they talked about like depression, and when you're depressed, that everything you do takes much more energy than when you're not depressed. So like if you're depressed, say you have 12 spoons, and your day you have those 12 spoons, that's the amount of energy you have, and each time you do something you use up a spoon. So for somebody who's happy, they could get ready and live their life, and that's like one spoon. Like, yeah, that was my morning routine, that one spoon. But for somebody who's depressed or in that state, it may take them 4 or 5 spoons to get ready in the morning. So that means that for the rest of the day they have far less spoons, and if everything takes them more spoons, they're going to run out of spoons faster. So you're just like trying to maintain life, and you're not dealing with the issues. So it's like if you are just dragging around a broken leg and you're just like, I'm coming, I'm going to be there. And you're just dragging this leg behind you that's broken and mangled. And you're not taking time to fix that leg. You just keep dragging the leg through your life, and you're slower, and it's getting worse because the more you ignore it, the bigger it gets. And I want to encourage you to do whatever you're going through right now, whatever stress you're dealing with. I want to say, I I feel a lot of empathy for you. I know that it's really challenging to deal with sadness, depression, grief, whatever it is that you're going through. It's going to get better, but I know that it may not seem that way, but it will. But I want to encourage you to get help if you need help, get therapy if you need therapy, do whatever you need to do to kind of get yourself to a better situation. And if that means talking to a friend or, you know, journaling or whatever, but you have to kind of be honest with yourself about what you're feeling so that you can begin to try to understand it and fix it. And this is your call to action to stop ignoring the pain that you're in. So the cards that I'm getting for you is a hole in your soul. And this card means like trauma. Something bad has happened to you. Something has left a mark. It's like you've been through the war and you have battle scars, and there's a trauma that is maybe that you have never dealt with, and it's really important to deal with this. And this self-sabotage card is coming up, and this is really bad because it's like you're not taking care of you. You're not taking care of yourself. You're not doing what you need to do to fix yourself and to heal. I shouldn't even say the word fix, to heal yourself from what you've been through. You're just kind of ignoring the problem, and it's manifesting more problems in your life. So really, I want to encourage you to like be honest with maybe getting some help that you need, or facing some of the issues that you need to face so that you can overcome. And the last thing is sadness. And I think sadness is the top layer. That is like what everybody else may see or sense off you. Like, oh, she's sad. She's in a bad mood or whatever. Or he's sad. They may sense that on the top. But that is like just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much going on underneath the surface. And I really want to encourage you to like get the help that you need. You don't have to keep living this way. You deserve peace of mind. You deserve to be happy. and you deserve a better life. And it's hard sometimes because when you don't have the experience of being raised in a loving way or being, cared for in a loving way or been abused or been hurt, it's hard for you to believe that you deserve good things. And that can be a big problem, but you do. What has happened to you wasn't your fault, and you deserve to be treated with care and kindness to be able to overcome it. So that's what I'm going to say to you, deck number 2. Deck number 3, deck number 3, I'm just going to say this is a little bit more of a positive reading. So, deck number 3, thank you. I needed this. After those first two, I needed this. Deck number 3, here's what I want to say to you. You need to have more faith in yourself. You need to really have more faith in yourself. You are so much better than you think you are. You're more talented, you're more gutsy, you're more brave. You don't give yourself enough credit, and you need to keep going with what you're trying to do, what you're trying to achieve, what you're trying to do. You need to keep going and don't doubt yourself. Don't second guess yourself and look for signs. The cards that I'm getting for you are like that you're on the right trail. So it's beauty. This card, beauty, I feel like this is the impossible standard that you feel like you need to live up to. Now, when I say this impossible standard and beauty, I don't really think this means just physical beauty. I don't think it's about that. I think it's just about the ideal. And I think that you're very idealistic in a lot of ways, and you have this ideal that you want to live up to, and you feel like it has to be done a certain way. And so you look down on yourself. You don't trust yourself or have enough faith in yourself because you have that limiting belief like I'm not good enough, or I'm not this enough or that enough. And I feel like this is your wake up call. Like, that is just not what you need to worry on. You need to just focus on your positives and the things you have going for you, and have more love. Ooh, sorry, apologize. Have more love. I need coffee, obviously. Have a more love for yourself. And then secondly, dreams. I want to ask you to start paying attention to your dreams. I want you to keep a notebook by your bed so you can start to write down the things that you dream about. I feel like you're very deeply spiritually intuitive, and I feel like you're getting messages, and you want to remember those messages because they're trying to help you, they're trying to guide you, they're trying to give you that. And so your intuition is sharp, and you're getting a lot of messages through your dreams. And I think that you're also having dreams that you want to achieve as well, and you have to keep going with that. Don't give up. And the last thing is pay attention to signs. Again, this is about, the dreams that you have and the signs that come to you. You have to start to really pay attention to those things and write them down. And you can see signs in different ways. Animals that come across your path randomly, numbers that you keep seeing in repeating patterns, dreams, songs that come on the radio. There have been so many times in my life that I've been in a very down moment or a stressed out moment, and like a song would come on, and it would just be like the perfect song. Like, it would be exactly the words I needed to hear at that moment. And so these things happen. So just, pay attention to those signs, and that's really important. So, yeah, so I hope you guys like that reading. I know it was a bit deep and a bit heavy, but did anybody win the last giveaway?
Nobody has guessed the correct color of the stone, and it's interesting tonight's observation. Everybody seems to be extremely focused. This is like the second week in a row, and a couple of the comments that have kicked in, which is a care and support, and it shows the integrity of this group. Jennifer was pointing out that deck number 2 is her right now, so love and care was sent to her. Aww. And Diane has been guessing away, trying to get to that right color. We're running out of colors in the rainbow and a couple of arbitrary mixes of colors. That might be a hint. I'm not sure. And Diana was also pointing out that deck number one sounded a lot like her. So Karen's support to everybody that's here.
That's great. Guys, I really appreciate you stepping up and caring about each other and being nice to each other. That is really the goal. The goal for this group, the goal why I do these shows. It's not just about me getting on here and giving you guys information and being silly or foolish or whatever happens. I never know from week to week what kind of, you never know what version of me you're going to get. I'm just going to be honest with you. It is a crapshoot. But it's more than that. It's about the community that we're creating. It's about the connection that we form with each other, the love and the care and the support that we give each other. And that is a really big goal of mine. I said that from the very beginning when I first started doing these shows back in like the springtime or summertime last year, that one of my major goals was for us to have a community, for us to care about each other and support each other and love each other. And I am so proud of you guys for doing that for each other. And I know that there's not exactly the same people every week. There's a lot of people that go from week to week, but there's always new people on board. And you know, I really appreciate the love that is in this group, and I really have to say that I'm very happy that it's a loving, happy group, and there's not a lot of negativity. I know on the internet there's a lot of trolls and stuff, and I feel like we've been very blessed and fortunate to not really have a lot of that. There's occasional ones that come on here, but in general we have a lot of really good people that come upon this stream, and that's because we're setting that intention every week by the way we behave, by the way we conduct ourselves, by the energy we bring. And I just want to appreciate you guys for that, because you guys are part of that. You guys are bringing that energy through. So I just want to say thank you guys. You guys are awesome. And I really am appreciative of that. So we need to find a winner chicken dinner for this stone, you
I
guys.
even reached underneath the couch to see if I had an envelope that said that I won 10 minutes, and no, but it says I may owe Ed McMahon $1 million. I don't know what that one's about, though.
Ed McMahon. Oh my God, I haven't heard his name in such a long time. So, what time is it, by the way?
You are 5 minutes into your third hour.
Okay, guys. Well, listen. Poop. Listen, we didn't find a winner for this. So, what we're going to do is we're just going to have to do this. I'm thinking of a number from 1 to 10. The first person who correctly guesses the number that I'm thinking of is going to win 10 minutes with me. So the number is there. I know what it is. So when the right person, Robert, you may just have to, I'm sorry, I keep screwing up your name. Just not there. Doctor. So just numbers from 1 to 10. Start your numbers. 1 to 10. Somebody needs to win this reading. I'm feeling unwanted. So
why don't you pick a number between 1 and 3? It might be easier for everybody tonight. I think everybody, the last urgent message from the universe probably hit everybody really, really directly in one way or another. And
yeah.
You've done great tonight. I
Thank
really
you.
think it was a very appropriate show for what's going on in the universe for everybody tuned in this evening. Great job.
Aw, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Thank you
Diana
for that.
gets number 2.
Nope, it's not number 2, guys. You got 9 more choices. Let's rapid fire. Come on, guys. Get this going.
I guess so it's not 11, huh?
It's not 11. No, it's not 11. It's from 1 to 10, so it's not 11. You guys can do this.
Diana gets 5.
Nope, it's not number 5. Come on, guys.
Don't
let Diana have all the fun. I'm trying to see how many people are in the stream. or how many people are watching?
At one point in time, there were about 5 people who were tuned in earlier.
Yeah, I can't tell how many people are here. All right. Well, you know what? We're going to have to just
Table it.
table it and call it a day because if Diana wins, she's just going to end up giving it to somebody and there's nobody to give it to. I don't think anybody else is watching. So we're going to have to table it for this time and maybe we'll just give an extra giveaway away on Wednesday. So, guys, I want to say thank you so much for coming and joining and spending time with me on this beautiful Sunday night. Uh, we're just going to stop the giveaway so you don't have to keep guessing, Diana. It's over. It's over. It's over.
Don't leave me hanging. What was the number?
The number was 3, guys. The number was 3.
Oh, I was guessing 17.
17. You were a little off there.
Apparently.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I will see you guys on Wednesday with a fun meditation about how to manifest money and how money is going to be coming into your life. So, if you guys are interested in that, come and join me on Wednesday at 9 p.m. And I will see you guys in the next show. I'm sorry if I'm stalling. I cannot find my mouse.